Hello and welcome to Secrets of Storytellers. I am your host Shubham Agarwal. Now, you know that we've been doing the Shark Tank India special series and हमने अभी तक contestants वगैरह को interview किया है. And it's been fun. A lot of interviews. We've loved it. The listeners, you have all loved it. But we thought उनसे behind the scenes stories तो सुन ली. Why not have someone who has made the show? You know, जिसने show बनाया हो उसको तो अलग ही details पता होंगी show की. So we have with us today Bimal Unnikrishnan. He's the leader of this entire Shark Tank India show, obviously with a huge team. He's the show builder and runner of Shark Tank India. And he's here with us today. So hi Bimal, welcome to Secrets of Storytellers. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Shubham, for inviting me. It's not often that people like me get invited to chat shows and podcasts. Thank you so much for having me. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. I first of all, I love the background. To be able to sit in a natural background like this in Mumbai is just superb, I think. So thank you.
Thank you. I told you, we just kind of about in the middle of Shark Tank, we shifted to a place which is near Mumbai, but not exactly in Mumbai. It's a part of BMC, but it's not in Mumbai. So yeah, it's quite up. Right. Yeah.
Away from the hustle, yet close to the hustle.
Right. Yeah. At least come back home to a place where there's no hustle.
Right. Yeah. Great. Yeah. So Bimal, Shark Tank, I think काफी सारी, it has broken a lot of value systems. हमारे इंडिया में जनरल एवरेज इंडियन स्टार्टअप को बिजनेस को बहुत ही गलत नज़रिए से देखते हैं, राइट? आई मीन इट्स अ रेसिपी फॉर फेलियर एंड दोस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. But then after Shark Tank, I think it's a huge change, and thanks to you for that gross margin क्या होता है, valuation क्या होता है, customer acquisition cost क्या होता है. These terms have become they're normal to people now. How has been the response for you? As in, has it been beyond expectations? जो आपने सोचा था Shark Tank के साथ वही हुआ, उससे better हुआ, कैसा रहा?
Shubham, first of all, you call me leader. Like in a team, somebody has to be leader. If it wasn't me, somebody else would have been the leader. It's a team. It's an amazing team that I work with. Coming back to your question as to whether it went beyond our expectations, probably it did. But having said that, क्या होता है कि when you're doing a show, right? आप expectations के बारे में नहीं सोच रहे हो. आप ये नहीं सोच रहे हो कि लोग इस पे दीवाने होने वाला है, कि ये भयंकर हिट होने वाला है, ये इस पे मीम्स बनने वाला है, ये सब नहीं सोच रहे हो आप. End of the day, but every day when you shoot, when you plan, the idea is to create a good show that engages our audience, right? And we want to add value to the audience who's spending time watching us. So all the learning, all the relearning, all the shoot day jigs. Every morning we come back and we discuss amongst the team that what went wrong yesterday, how can you fix it. The daily hustle, right from the planning to all the shoot days, we do it with the intent to make a better product on an everyday basis, right? I mean, we don't want to do the same mistakes that we did yesterday. So the intent, no matter what show is, for us and for everyone, I think in life, is the idea is that आप सबसे अच्छा करो, you keep your focus right, audience को देखना है, audience को engage करना है, and that is expectation. It's always gratitude that we feel that अच्छा मतलब लोग को देख के पसंद आया, अच्छा लगा. So that's it.
You're right कि gratitude है कि अब शो इतना बढ़िया कर रहे हैं तो मजा आएगा और अच्छा लगेगा कि हाँ लोगों को अच्छा लग रहा है. But when you make it, you said कि एक अच्छा शो बनाना है, आपके यहाँ भी तो KPIs होंगे ना, मतलब कॉर्पोरेट में KPIs होते हैं, वो हर दिन इंसान उसी को चेज कर रहा होता है कि सो आई एम श्योर कि TRPs नहीं चेज कर रहे थे क्या आप बनाते टाइम कि यार ये शो कितने TRPs लाएगा, प्राइम टाइम पे आ रहा है, 9 बजे आ रहा है, KBC को रिप्लेस कर रहा है एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट.
देखो,
be honest.
very honestly, yeah. in a field like us, especially with a team that is more creative, execution oriented, the business team now gives us a TRP target कि उसको 4 TRP लेके आना है, 1.5 TRP लेके आना है. Well, our point is that the reach or the results is a combination of a lot of stuff, right? It's like अगर हम प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हैं, प्रोडक्ट अच्छा सेल हुआ नहीं हुआ का पीछे 50 कारण है, right? Supply chain से लेके marketing कैसा हुआ, तो it is not always our KPI. Our KPI is to actually two things. One is create a good show as per the brief, right? कि अच्छा शो बना, कंटेंट एंगेजिंग है, लोग अच्छा है, Second, do it within the cost, like any other business, right? These are our two KPI.
You're right कि ये पंट था, because मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया की ऑडियंस एक शार्क टैंक जैसे शो के लिए एटलीस्ट अगर मुझसे कोई पूछता कि शार्क टैंक प्राइम टाइम पे 9 बजे मैं सोनी पे चलाऊंगा तो कैसे चलेगा, आई वुड से नहीं यार, नहीं चलेगा, बिकॉज दी I don't think still there's a long way to go in terms of maturing the market, But और आपने KBC, DID, Dance India Dance, Little Champs और बहुत सारे shows में you have been a part of them in the creative team. जब शार्क टैंक की बात आई तो ऐसा डाउट नहीं था कि साउथ भाऊ वाली जो ऑडियंस है या डांस इंडिया डांस वाली जो ऑडियंस है वो शार्क टैंक कैसे अप्रिशिएट करेगी?
नहीं शुभम, again two things I'll tell you. One is, I think we do a disservice to our audience at large by branding them as सास बहू, और उनका अब रुचि नहीं है, उनका इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, इंटेलेक्ट नहीं है, बहुत सारी चीजें मैं सुना है, राइट? I don't think that is right. I think the challenge is on the creator side कि आप क्या दे रहे हो, आप कैसे बना रहे हो. Audience कुछ भी देख लेगा, अच्छा बनाया, को engage कर पाया. I don't think they care for what exactly that you're talking about as long as they can relate to it. So audience के बात मैं छोड़ देता हूँ. दूसरी बात, when it comes to a show or anything else in life, आप ये कर रहे हो podcast, अगर कोई बोल दिया था कि चलेगा क्या नहीं चलेगा, you have a inherent faith, right? इसलिए तो आप उधर पड़े हैं. तो नो मैटर, लेकिन आप सिर्फ शार्क टैंक के बारे में नहीं, जब DID हमने शुरू किया था 12 साल पहले, 2008 में मेरे ख्याल से 13 साल पहले, किसी को लगा नहीं था कि वो चलेगा. सिर्फ टीम को फेथ था. टीम, बिकॉज विदाउट फेथ यू कांट वर्क ऑन समथिंग, राइट? सो वी नेवर थिंक कि ये शो चलेगा नहीं चलेगा. दैट इज नॉट, लाइक आई सेड, दैट्स नॉट आवर प्रॉब्लम. आवर प्रॉब्लम इज ये शो को कैसे चलाना है, बिकॉज नॉट एवरी शो इज गोइंग टू बी राइट.
You and your team, brought Shark Tank to India because क्या हुआ कि जब पहली बार देखा ना कि Shark Tank India, I thought कि Shark Tank US या Shark Tank Australia वाला जो वर्जन है वो इंडिया में टेलीकास्ट हो रहा है अब. एंड दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट हैपेंड. अभी मैं अनन्या और अनुश्री से बात कर रहा था, नेट जॉब के फाउंडर्स से, ऑन द शो, एंड दे सेड कि हमें भी ये लगा कि शार्क टैंक अब इंडिया में भी दिखाया जाएगा बिकॉज यू स्टिल कांट डू दैट. बट व्हेन आई हर्ड कि शार्क टैंक इंडिया आ रहा है, इट वाज ह्यूज.
Yeah, so देखो, it's not only one person or one team, right? It's like any other business. There's a business team involved, there's a marketing team involved, there is a technical team involved, there is 100 teams involved in bringing anything like this on an Indian platform and even make it work to the extent that Shark Tank has worked. So it's a collective credit that we would share with organizations like Sony, the business team, everyone, right? I mean, it's a huge decision to spend that kind of money and hoping that it would work. And the timing was right, I think. In my belief, the timing is always right. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I agree. The timing was definitely right. जिस unprecedented तेजी से the companies are becoming unicorns in India. We're just the third number after India, after US and China now in terms of numbers of unicorns in the world. It's crazy. So I think timing definitely बिल्कुल on point था. But tell me, किसके दिमाग में ये idea आया पहले? Because कोई तो होगा who was the starter of all these things.
मैं ये बोलूँगा कि
you can take the credit if it was you.
No, देखो, I would take the credit as much as I would give credit to everyone else, right?
Yeah.
It's serendipity जो बोलते हैं ना, is this a serendipitous? Like for example, अगर आप हमारी इंडस्ट्री में, especially unscripted इंडस्ट्री में पूछोगे, there won't be anyone who, अगर 5 साल पहले पूछोगे तो आप पूछो उनसे कि आप क्या शो बनाना चाहते हो, सब बोलेंगे शार्क टैंक बनाना है इंडिया में. It was something that captured our collective imagination in the industry and people like you, right?
Oh, okay.
तो मेरे दिमाग में भी था 5-6 साल से कि ये शो करने को मिला तो अच्छा लगेगा. And coincidentally, the folks at Sony, the business head Danish Khan, the programming content head Ashish Golwalkar, they were also thinking about bringing this. फिर हमारे of course रास्ते मिल गए, हम सोचे कि हम बनाएंगे. 2 साल पहले शुरू किया था काम, like you said, कोविड आ गया बीच में, तो we had to take a break. And then last year, early 2021, we started working on this. It took us about 9 months to get on air from day one, including and everything right from scratch, right? So yeah, took us about 9 months. 9 months.
Is that the general time frame किसी नए शो को बनाने के लिए या कैसे रहता है?
Not generically. Usually first season takes time because there's a lot of learning, right? आप हर दिन, like मैंने पहले बताया, हर दिन आप कुछ ना कुछ सीख रहे हो. कल जो किया था आज आपको लगेगा ये सही नहीं है या ये गलत है. uncharted territory, hardly any references as to how to do this. The geographic, even though it's a strong format that has traveled the world, India is always a challenge, right? For anything. अगर कुछ भी ना इधर लेके आओगे आप challenging है. So yeah. So ये सब चीजें था. But yeah, about 9 to 10 months is what we took to put it on air finally.
अब अगर मैं बोलूँ कि फिर से बनाना है शार्क टैंक तो कुछ चेंज करना चाहोगे आप बिफोर वी गो अहेड?
That's a tricky question. Not really, you know. We've set a certain tonality, we've set a certain level of engagement. अगर मैं कुछ ही शब्दों में बोलूँगा तो मैं ये बोलूँगा कि make it more engaging.
But let's talk about the people on the camera in that case, the sharks. How did you go about selecting them? कितना लंबा लिस्ट था, कितने rejections हुए, किसने आपको मना किया? फिर एक करके बात करेंगे.
Again, it was a blind spot. It was a tunnel. None of us, whether me or anyone else in the team, had ever been in touch with a domain like startups, right, or business that doesn't come into our lives. So शुरुआत में हमने बहुत बड़े सोचे थे, ऐसे करेंगे वैसे करेंगे. We started with a list that exceeded 100.
Okay.
Yeah. So हम किसी को नहीं छोड़ा लिस्ट में, सबको डाल दिया. So सबको डाल दिया. Then we started contacting. We also worked with an outside venture capitalist outfit who helped us reach out to various business leaders. कुछ लोगों ने मना किया, yes of course people have rejected us because various reasons, like उनका
for what reasons? Yeah.
उनका सब अपने अपने प्रायोरिटीज रहते हैं ना. कुछ लोग उनका बिजनेस में ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहते हैं और इनके लिए इसके लिए टाइम नहीं था, या वो COVID was another reason. The time commitment was another reason. Each one had their own valid.
Time commitment सबसे बड़ा reason रहा होगा.
Yeah. और कुछ लोगों को डर भी था कि ये कैसा होगा, कौन बना रहा है, कैसे अच्छा शो बनेगा, कि would it be good enough for me to be part of this, to be associated with this. So इनके अपने valid reasons थे. बहुत सारे लोग मना किए. Like कुछ लोग were very warm, very open to the idea, and most of them had a fundamental belief कि ये शो से कुछ तो अच्छा होगा, and they wanted to be part of that. They wanted to be part of that journey.
I think काफी negative and positive publicity शार्क को मिली है उस reason से, for different reasons. Yeah. And I'm definitely going to go where you think I am. Is that you are the one जिसने अश्नीर ग्रोवर को मनाया finally कि शार्क टैंक पे आना है. Now tell me, do you or Ashneer have a call after the show saying कि bro ये क्या कर दिया?
Long and short of it, मैं एक और चीज बताता हूँ. मेरे जो सोनी में जो काम करते friends and colleagues, they have a line when they want to avoid a question, or when they want to avoid giving an answer to a question, they say कि this is about my pay rank.
Okay.
So ideally I should say this is about my pay rank, hate to even talk about it. But the question is simple. No, Ashneer and I never had a chat before or after. Like ये क्या कर दिया, ये क्या हो गया भाई? Because एक तो मुझे और हमारी पूरी टीम को लगता है कि शार्क टैंक और उनके बिजनेस में जो भी हो रहा है उससे कोई there is no connection, there is no correlation, right? And second, देखो Ashneer is, I mean, we are not worried about, I mean, there is no such thing कि Ashneer is a proven talent. उन्होंने businesses, he's built, rebuilt businesses. Yeah. He'll continue doing that, and that's just part of his business. हम उस पर नहीं देख रहे हैं ना. Don't we think we have a role in it? So,
for me, he's going to be the next Steve Jobs. He's going to be the Steve Jobs of India. It seems, कि आपकी कंपनी ने आपको ही निकाल दिया, और जिस कंपनी ने आपको बनाया था, I think जिस कंपनी को आपने बनाया था, उस कंपनी ने आपको निकाल दिया, and then you come back some years later and change it around.
Yeah, the team we wish him the best. Yeah.
But आपने किसी को इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए क्या, like अश्नीर हो गए या अनुपम हो गए, कि तुम्हें ऐसे ही रखना है, you have to have a poker face, या तुम्हें you have to be the support of the entrepreneurs, or were the instructions like that?
देखो आप ही सोच लो ना, ये सब अपने बिजनेस थोड़ा दम पे बनाया है, वो किसी की बात सुनते नहीं है वैसे, राइट? अगर मैं बोलूं भी कि आप थोड़ा कम बताया करो, आप ये ऐसा मत बोलो, ये नहीं चलने वाला ना, हमने बताया कभी. That was not the idea, right? I mean, that's counterproductive. Like I said, we have to help them get their best themselves and prove themselves on the screen. So anything, they would have listened to it. We don't believe in that kind of philosophy. We of course had a framework, right? There's a format framework which is more technical. So that they kind of captured it very well. कि 5 लोग बैठेंगे, पहले 3 मिनट pitch होगा, फिर उसके बाद ये बताएंगे. There is a certain code of conduct or how we conduct the show. That's a framework. That they understood. But beyond that, हमने कभी नहीं बोला कि आप ऐसे बताओ, ये करो, वो करो. ना चलने वाला, ना हम believe करते कि ऐसा बताए.
Right.
Yeah.
Good to hear that. And in fact, मैंने जितने भी contestants से भी बात किया है one on one, and everyone has said कि यार scripted नहीं है, because that's I think very important for to build that trust.
I'm saying कि scripted, शुभम, कोई भी reality show scripted नहीं होता. It can be hyperbole, it can be over the top, it can be anything. But आप ही सोच लो ना, it's impossible to script a reality show because you're talking about real characters.
किसी को गाना कैसे सिखा सकता है कोई?
और उस पे रिएक्ट करना कैसे किसी को सिखा सकता है ना? So it is, sometimes it goes over the top, it gets melodramatic, but even that is real within that zone, quote unquote, right? तो ये मैं तो इस पे रिप्लाई नहीं करता हूँ आजकल, क्योंकि everyone says scripted, जैसे blanket statement, फिर उस पे अभी चर्चा करेगा कोई फायदा नहीं होता. तो I never say anything.
No, I agree कि exaggerate करना एक अलग बात है, emotions दिखाना, मसाला करना अलग बात है, because that's going to sell, so why not?
Yeah, and like I said, those are the people who do that, right? Sometimes you cast people who sometimes in certain shows do it. And not in our case, of course. Yeah, हमने कभी सोचा नहीं.
नहीं, but वो तो मसाला था, बिमल, वो that naval the startup which had that naval ring thing.
The belly button.
The belly button, yes, sorry.
Belly button, right? अभी मैं बताऊँ आपको, आप चलो म्यूजिक शो ही पकड़ लो, right? या डांस शो पकड़ लो. You will show all kinds of dances, right? And it means that if someone is really doing a funny dance, there are people who think they can do a great dance by doing this kind of dance. You want to bring it and tell people कि इसमें ये भी होता है. You're not going.
You're right. That's why the auditions are really funny.
You're not going with any preconceived notion saying कि ये स्टार्टअप लोग ऐसे होना चाहिए, या मैं कोट सूट पहनने वाले लोगों को ही सेलेक्ट करूंगा, मैं इंग्लिश बात करने वालों को सेलेक्ट करूंगा. हमको पता नहीं कि कौन से किस तरह के फाउंडर्स आने वाला है. जिस तरह के फाउंडर्स आ गए, इफ यू स्टैंड आउट एंड यू आर वन ऑफ दोज कि हमने एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं किया था, एंड हमको लगा कि ऑडियंस को भी एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं होगा. ऑडियंस छोड़ दो, शार्क्स को एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं था ना. Then you would want to kind of showcase, because it's a part of that reality, that world. There are startups and there are ideas like this that happen, and it's an educational point at the end of the day. So why wouldn't we actually?
No, true. Yeah. But बहुत funny था वो, simple बहुत funny था.
Yeah, I mean it yeah.
Did you guys at the background feel कि यार हम भी पैसा डाल देते हैं किसी startup में, ये तो बहुत सही चलने वाले हैं?
No, I don't know. I never thought of it. I don't know whether anyone in my team thought of it. We actually have a rule that says we don't get into that part at all. It's unethical for us to kind of be involved in any other manner with the entrepreneurs than from the perspective of the show. So हमने कभी ये सोचा नहीं था, ना मैंने सोचा है कभी. और हमको पता भी नहीं था कि इन्वेस्ट कैसे कर रहे हैं ना, ये भी सोचो आप. We are not investors.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So season 2 कब आ रहा है, क्या टाइमलाइंस हैं, सेम शार्क्स हैं, कितना आप बता सकते हो, जितना आप बता सकते हो?
Again, I'm saying कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं बता सकता. I can just say that season 2 definitely is coming.
Okay, so season 2 is definitely coming. We can take that for sure, right?
Absolutely.
So I think by the end of 3, 4, 5 sessions or seasons of Shark Tank, आप और आपका टीम भी एक सूडो VC फर्म तो बन ही जाएगा.
नहीं, we realized we've kind of gotten deep into that ecosystem. We understand that it is not easy to be a VC. It's not easy to be an investor. You've got to be at the top of the game. You've got to understand the ecosystem. We don't have it. So even if we aspire, we wouldn't be good at it. So no, that is not my aspiration. At least not mine.
Great, Bimal. I think it was a lovely conversation. काफी कुछ पता लगा जो हमें नहीं पता था. And good to know कि जो creator है या जो show बना रहे हैं वो कैसे सोचते हैं. How do they think, you know? And that's really nice to know. Thank you so much for giving us time. And आपको मैंने काफी trouble में डाला हिंदी बोलने के लिए और ये setup करने के लिए. Sorry for that. But it was all fun.
My Hindi is like you must have realized, it's a South Indian flavored, accented. I mean, when I speak in Hindi at office, people actually ask me, please switch to English because it's sometimes unbearable. But thank you for giving me the opportunity. And thank you for and it was lovely talking to you as well. I hope you got some takeaway from this. I'm not so sure. I'm still not sure what is it that takeaway that you're looking for.
Like you said, editing is the most important piece. We'll see what we get out of it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you so much, Bimal. It was lovely talking to you. For all the listeners, you know, this was Bimal Unnikrishnan. He's the one who's built Shark Tank India while being related to many other reality shows as well. Like you know, this is Shark Tank India special series. We'll have more episodes coming soon. So stay tuned. Thank you. Until the next secret and the next storyteller. Bye-bye.